Striving to save the world from the evil Decepticons, the heroic Autobots are led by Optimus Prime. He's more than meets the eye, he's a robot in disguise.
The battlefield has shifted. They are greatest evil the Transformers have ever encountered.
It is our mission. Optimus Prime, transform and roll out!
The Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
And now, through the magic of the Cybernet Space Cube, the computer-enhanced stories of the Transformers. Transformers.
He died when I was a kid. My mom too. And I ended up here. Except the Oasis. A whole virtual universe. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. I created a hidden object, an Easter egg. The first person to find the egg will inherit $500 billion and total control of the Oasis itself.
Come with me.
Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. And that pretty much sums up Ready Player One. Now, there have been tons of YouTubers that are all over the map on this movie that basically went into it for a story and all this other stuff. You have to remember that this thing is a labor of love under the eyes of Steven Spielberg. That this is a love letter to every movie, video gamer, and just basically dreamer of the world. So basically, this is like a big soup pot of all your favorite things in movies, video games, and etc. shoved into one place called the Oasis. So the very loose story is this creator who created this entire game called Oasis, which was like a giant VR unit of today. And that's the beautiful thing about this movie. And I'll say right away, a lot of this stuff is believable that they can do today. The only thing they don't have is the internet bandwidth speeds to actually make it feasible. But we're getting there. And in 20 years, maybe this could become a reality. So that's one thing that actually stayed in there. The next thing is just the nostalgia. The pure nostalgia of just seeing the Iron Giant or any of the cartoon characters or some of that. Now, I will agree with Black Nerd that, yeah, there should have been some Disney properties in here too, on top of some Warner Brothers, just to have like some old Roger Rabbit feel. But, there was so much going on, it didn't need it. Same thing with some Star Wars. I would have loved to have seen, a giant walker coming into the station, just as the Imperial stormtroopers are coming out, just for shits and giggles. That would have been just so something that this movie was missing, to have a little cookie that way. Everyone else was there though, that you would pick out. I mean, even Tracer from Overwatch, so they picked out from new games, from Blizzard, from Sonic the Hedgehog, to Mario, to everything possible they can ask the franchise to allow them the rights to actually bring this together. Now, the loose story is, of course, everyone comes to the Oasis to escape reality, and sometimes you need an escape from reality. I mean, that's why we play games to begin with. That's why we go to the movie, to escape our dreary everyday life. I mean, that's even why we're on YouTube. So something to do to escape our dreary life. So this is why this works so well together. Is it perfect? No. Is it horrible? No. Kind of in the middle? Yes, in gray areas. With a few problems, I would actually say. There are certain things in here that you just go, eh. Of course, they had to put that in there. But some of the other stuff is, like, for example, is the love affair with him and Artemis. That was just too damn quick. You know, it's the, oh wow, typical boy meets girl. Girl is a no good stuck up B, and he just keeps punching along until he finally gets the girl in the end. But then you find out that there's a secret message to this, that the actual creator of the game never took the initiative, never took the leap to actually ask a girl out. So then it became a giant contest when he died. Whoever can find the egg and the 3 keys will win his kingdom, his money, his game, and control of the Oasis forever. So then everyone's trying to jump into this in every way, shape, and form, okay? So as it just progresses, Wade spends his life in this archive that they have. In the archive is the information of everything that he did in his life, everything from his past, everything that he had done with his business partner. Everything is documented, which is scary. It just shows that Big Brother is everywhere. So the other thing is that, as you can see, everyone is triple stacked. There's nowhere to live. The future looks pretty grim. So why not go to cyberspace to where you can do what you want, when you want, how you want, and how you want to look, as long as you have coin. That's the other thing. If you get deleted, you lose all your shit, and you get sent back to respawn, and you're back at square one like any video game. So everything that you spent collecting is gone. So it was great to see the DeLorean, the Batmobile. I mean, there's just so much nostalgia in this race. And like every YouTuber has already said, the race and the final battle are the most climactic, and would have loved to have seen a little bit more, but after seeing this a couple of times, I've actually understand. The middle is just the love story of Holiday. And Wade is literally trying to find out where the Easter egg and what these clues mean. His first clue, of course, was what can't we just drive it backwards? So he drives the DeLorean backwards in the race, and he wins. So then the tests just keep going on and on, one after another, and of course he's dragging Artemis with him, and then they have the global company IOI, which figures, of course, you have to have a evil world-dominating company to take over the world kind of thing. I mean, that's the kind of thing that when you kind of go, they picked that. It's your typical video game-ish story. That's why it's kind of lackluster. But at the same time, you're just on a acid nostalgic trip that you don't really care. You're just going like, ooh, there and 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 there. And will they make it? Will they save the world? You know, almost like you're sitting there, part of the game, rooting for them. And that's how you have to take it. And a lot of people don't take it that way. Okay, they go into it for a full-blown story and not actually as just a pure entertainment love letter to everyone. It's Spielberg's love letter for saying, thank you for watching my movies, in a nutshell. And that's what I really get out of this, is that, you know, it's become pop culture. And because that we've allowed Spielberg to become part of our pop culture, this is his giant thank you to the world for appreciating the work that he has accumulated. And that is really the hidden message that I get out of this in many ways after seeing it a couple of times. but it's the kind of movie that it grows on you. You'll hate it the first time, but as you watch it, you get more into it. Okay, and I understand that and that and that, and what's going on with some of that, and especially that crazy ending. That's another thing that, you know, I'll let other YouTubers dissect that for you. But in my opinion, and that's basically what the channel here is, that Ready Player One is definitely a watch it, maybe a keep it, but it's definitely something that's a labor of love, that you are into video games, movies, pop culture, and just the entire thing in whole, and you want something to escape the everyday dreary life. This is the movie for you. This is the one that you've been waiting for forever. So come with me in a world of imagination. And until next time, Transformer roll out.